this is the plan for me today. Y'all can't see this. Look at that. Hitting the golf course. Hitting the golf course. And yes, it will be fun. Yes, I will sweat, and it's a good thing.
Good shot. Ooh.
Hello, everybody. This is testing it out.
Hard hands. So what's going on, everybody? Basically, I spent the middle of the week suffering from anxiety, and I feel like I'm actually feeling a little bit better. I went to the golf course today, played 18 holes with a buddy of mine, and it was pretty much everything I wanted it to be. I wanted an escape. Now, what that escape was, I mean, I guess I would just basically say that I was just getting with a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a long time. It was great playing some golf with him. Now, disc golf, not frisbee golf, not golf, not ball golf. We'll say that, right? Now, I don't know what comes in our future. I have no clue. Nobody has a clue. I kind of feel like I wish I had an idea of what is yet to come. I kind of feel like the vlog is going to help me converse my worries, my fears, and also then my wants and my wishes and what do I want to happen, right? So right now at this moment, my worry is me being able to continue to work. My fear is me being in a position that I am stuck working, knowing what could and possibly happen. Now, my wants and wishes, well, I want my family to be safe throughout all of this. That's everybody out there. Everybody wants that. But the way I see it is, just like any issue that we face as humans, as, Americans, as anybody, you can't really get what you want. So I know that there's going to be people out there that are going to have issues. There's going to be people out there that are going to get whatever we're fearing and is going to happen. How do we prepare for that? How do we prepare for that? So one thing I've noticed throughout this whole issue is obviously how do we keep communication? How do we keep everybody on the same line? And I mean, I'm not trying to be negative here, but when I say anything about it, it's going to be internet. How do we share internet? So here's my little lowdown on what to do. If you have great internet service, create a guest network. And if you have neighbors that do not have Wi-Fi or not have internet access, you need to sit there and create a guest network and apply a password to it and say, you know what? These are times when we have to work together. We have to be neighbors in a neighborhood. We need to basically spend time together and know what it's going to take to get through. Now, look at anybody with kids. If you are having issues and they know that they're not actually able to have internet access, if they can see your Wi-Fi, create a guest network. Create a guest network. Make sure it cannot access your network. And the way I see it is, share it. Share it. Because I feel that if you have internet and you have a guest network, if you have a solid Wi-Fi, you can help others. Because now it's along the lines of where is school going to be months down the road? And everybody knows we're looking at talking about virtual learning. That's where we need to be. We need to be on point, on par with all the virtual learning because our kids are what matter. I have 2 children. I have one 9-year-old. I have one 7-year-old. And the way I see it is that they need help learning. Not saying that I need help. I can help them throughout whatever they need as far as the virtual learning service. But for those that don't have the help, for those that don't have the paid for internet service, the paid for Wi-Fi, we need to probably, you know how they used to do toys for tots. We need to do tablets for tots. If you got an old iPad you're not using, if you have something, these types of things need to be basically gathered and help. I dropped it. Dropped the remote. Sorry. This is my third attempt at doing this part of the video. I apologize, everybody. But okay, the way I see it is everybody that has internet, if you can afford to do internet, that's fine. That's great. That's everything. If you have a really great Wi-Fi router, I'm not going to say a Netgear Nighthawk router. I'm not going to sit there and say anything ASUS. If you have the quality internet that could basically provide to others, you need to do so. You need to sit there and you need to just offer up, hey, here's a guest network, here's a password. Now, here's the reason why. Because if you look at it, the majority of things that are the issue right now, it's not work related, it's school related, it's education related. So that if you were to sit there and say everything's virtual learning right now, well, it is. Your schools in my area are out until May 15th. So how do we help others? I've got 2 brand new neighbors. Okay, this house may still be pending. That house is sold. That's fine. But the way I see it is that if they needed help with internet, all they need to do is ask, and I'll sit there and say, here's the Wi-Fi, here's the SSID for the Wi-Fi, here's the passcode for it and everything like that. And that's what we need to do. As neighbors, we need to create a neighborhood that is worth and willing to provide for others. And I kind of feel like that's where we're stuck right now, is knowing the problem, but what's it going to take to fix it? So obviously, I'm not saying that, obviously COVID-19 is the problem. I'm just saying that, the things that are caused by it, we can fix. For those that need help with, hey, I need more TP. I got you. Obviously I can't throw out a whole friggin' pack or anything like that, but that's the plus. Facebook has great groups right now where it's talking about fast foods and stuff like that. Like, these fast foods are still open, they're still available, they can deliver all that stuff. So the way I see it is that we kind of need more of that. It's communication 100%. If you can't sit there and say, I know where this is or I know where that is, it's hard to. So we have to basically stop all this, I'm going to buy all that they have and screw everybody else mentality. I mean, I'm not saying it for anybody that's doing that. I'm not trying to be negative towards y'all. I'm just basically saying that there should be a limit on everything we buy. Right now, there should be a limit on everything we do right now. Spending time outside. If you live in a state or a city or a county that has basically said, stay at home, again. One thing I know in this whole situation is that I kind of feel like everybody may feel like their questions are going unanswered. I kind of feel like there's things that are basically being left to the unknown, if you want to say that, right? The way I see it is that we can do more about asking questions. We can do more about finding answers, and that's what we have to do. If we sit there and we just guess, hey, this must be okay because this is the same thing somewhere else, blah, 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 blah. We can't take other countries into consideration in any of this. We have to basically look at ourselves and how are we going to take care of ourselves. So I'm not saying think about how you're going to take care of yourself on a global aspect, on a national aspect. Think about how you're going to take care of yourself as in yourself. You're going to sit there and you're going to spend a lot of time wondering what happened, what did I do wrong, where was I stuck, this is a lot worse than it should have been. Well, I mean, that's a thing. That's where we're stuck. We don't know what to do. We're only going off of what we know is best. And what we know is best is worrying about ourselves. So yeah, I just touched my face. Sorry. But the way I see it is CYA. Cover yo ass. Spend time with your family. Spend time with loved ones. Even if they're distant relatives and you can't travel out of state, find a way to talk to them. Find a way to enjoy their time. Find a way to just basically, be how we used to be, even though it's not going to be the same. We can't, if I could sit there and say, let me just figure out a way to put a plastic bubble over my house, I would. If there was a way for me to sit there and say, hey, we're out of freaking antibacterial wipes, we're out of hand sanitizer, but we got a whole bunch of cellophane. Let me just freaking saran wrap the hell out of my house. Well, That keeps me safe, but I don't know about you. So that's where we have to stand. We have to basically spend time, not say worrying about ourselves, but worrying about those around us, those that need our help. And that's a good thing. Those that need our help, well, they need our help. Don't spend time worried about number one. I mean, I'm not saying don't worry about yourself. I'm not saying don't worry about your family. I'm saying don't spend time worrying about that. You know what it's going to take care of your family. You know what it's going to take care of yourself. For those that are saying, let me wash my hands once a day, no, that's not taking care of yourself. You've already been instructed to do different. So do what's instructed and you will be okay. Do what's necessary as a whole and we will be okay. We can't just plan on somebody saying, let's make this happen. Let's not just plan on somebody saying or doing things that basically say, it's going to be okay. It will be okay if we take care of ourselves. So in closing, spend time taking care of yourselves. Don't let this lock-up come between you and your family. Don't let this lock-up, don't let this lockdown be a problem. Find ways to work around it. I'm not saying, find ways to get past the lockdown. I'm saying if it comes down to the inevitable where you may have it, be aware. Be cautious. Be cautious for your family, but be cautious for your neighbors. Be cautious for your loved ones. Spend time knowing I'm okay, but I want my close family. I want my close relatives. I want my neighbors to be okay too. So I say again, sorry for the shameless plug. I do stream twitch.tv/TripRunner. Make sure to ask any questions in the comment section. I'm not an expert on any CDC, COVID-19, anything. I just see the posts on social media. I just see the worry in everybody's eyes every day. And it has me worried. It has me thinking. It has me wondering what it's going to take. And these are just my words. These are just my ideas. For us to survive, for all of us to go worry-free, we have to work together. Again, this is TripRunner. I hope everybody has a great night. This is my vlog, Saturday the 28th. Have a good one.